making it expensive and time-consuming. Since these buildings depend on the sun for energy, they need to be built in a place with good sunlight exposure, which may disrupt a neighborhood's layout. A great example of a green building is the award-winning One Central Park complex in Sydney, Australia, which is 117 meters high. The building itself consists of 2 residential towers, an east and a west tower, and a 6-story shopping mall at the foot of the towers, which is entirely lighted by natural sunlight. Another interesting example of a green building is the vertical forest in Milan, also known as the Bosco Verticale. The vertical forest is a prototype building for a new format of architecture which focuses on the relationship between humans and other living species. The first one was completed in 2014 in Milan's Porta Nuova area and consists of 2 towers that are 80 and 112 meters high respectively. These towers house a total of 800 trees, 15,000 plants, and 5,000 shrubs, which add up to about 1 soccer field's worth of forest. Each tower has staggered and overhanging balconies designed to house large external tubs for vegetation and permit the growth of larger trees without interference. So it's basically a huge and strange version of a treehouse. The plants were pre-cultivated in a nursery in order for them to adapt to similar conditions to those that they would find on the balconies. The plants create a shield around the building that filters the sun's rays. At the same time, they also regulate humidity and improve air quality, which are qualities that won the project a number of important awards, including an award for the best tall building in the world in 2015.
Oh my God! Wow!
The source of the pollution is what should be sorted out first. However, green architecture can play an important role in providing clean air to the Asian cities. They are planning to develop entire forest cities in the Louise Howe region, which can absorb 10,000 tonnes of CO2 annually and produce 900 tonnes of oxygen. The Banca Catalana building was the first green building to be built in Barcelona. The plants provide shade from the heat of the strong sun, which dramatically reduces the air conditioning requirements inside of the building. The plants wrap the entire building on each level, providing natural shade to the offices behind. It can also lower the external temperatures by up to 7 degrees, which can be extremely important in large cities that experience the heat island effect.
Yet another exciting green project are the twisting green towers in Melbourne. The $2 billion building will also be so tall that it will need approval from the Civil Aviation Safety Authority and will create over 4,700 jobs. The twisting 101-story green spine building will reach 356 meters high and stand about 30 meters taller than the Gold Coast's Q1 building, which currently holds the Australian record.
Nice.
The Park Royal Hotel on Pickering was designed as a hotel and garden. The project has won numerous awards for its sustainable and green efforts, including the BCA Green Mark Platinum, which is Singapore's highest green rating. The building reinforces Singapore's tropical image and enhances the quality of life of its guests. It does this by providing spaces where the guests can completely immerse themselves within nature. It can also benefit those who are simply walking by and admiring the building. Even the concrete has been shaped to resemble natural forms. The designers at WOHA refer to this as topographical architecture. The stratified undulating layers of precast concrete wrap around the entire building and resemble the structure of the bedrock. This shows that nature can not only be used for practicality and efficiency, but can also be used as a design inspiration.
Nice.
In Paris, landscape artist Patrick Blanc has been designing vertical gardens for buildings' facades for over 10 years.
Damn!
His living walls also inhabit the Quai Branly Museum designed by Jean Nouvel. But it takes more than green facades to make truly green, sustainable architecture.
Oh my God! Wow!
Venti Cinque Verdi's courtyard encompasses a little forest of some 50 trees. They enrich the air with oxygen and keep it cool in summer with their shade. In winter, after they drop their leaves, they let sunlight through to the apartments below.
Not far from this building is the Oasia Hotel, which is a building entirely wrapped in a red skin. This red skin allows plants to grow in the facade. In total, the building hosts 54 species of plants and trees, which help improve the biodiversity within the city. The 190-metre tall building has large sections cut out, which break up the facade and allow cross-ventilation into the building. These garden spaces act as mini oases in the centre of the busy business district. Overall, the green facade totals over 25,000 square metres. What? Like other living facades, it works as an enormous lung, which generates oxygen and absorbs CO2. It is also able to filter out dust, fumes and pollution from the air. The most famous tourist attraction within Singapore is the super trees within the gardens by the bay. The man-made structures are designed to emulate the biological behaviour of trees. At their trunks are information plaques which teach the public on the importance of trees for our survival. The 18 super trees within the gardens incorporate technologies such as cooling channels, which help moderate the temperature of the surrounding environment. They also hold photovoltaics to harvest energy for the evening light show. Ultimately, Singapore showcases fantastic examples of green architecture. However, it has been blessed with a climate which allows for plants to grow rapidly. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 of the most interesting, eco-friendly and sustainable homes. From tree houses to eco-domes, we've selected a range of homes which all have their own unique qualities and vary in size, shape and budget. To start things off, we are visiting a building in England known as the Passive House Tree House. This house was designed to have minimal impact on the surrounding trees and aim to preserve the natural habitat of the site. It has been certified by the Passive House standard, which means it is incredibly energy efficient due to its airtightness and insulation. It is predominantly made from wood and sits on stilts to minimise its impact on the ground. There has also been no concrete used on the site, which is good news, as this is a material often scrutinised for its CO2 emissions. The windows inside of the home frame views out to nature, similar to how traditional Japanese houses do. This connection to nature is a constant reminder to the homeowner of the beautiful environment that the house sits in.
Nice.
Homes which are covered with earth have fantastic insulation and thermal properties, and that is why this next home makes the list, as it is almost entirely covered by earth. It is located in central Texas, where there is an extremely hot climate during the day. The layer of earth over the house acts as a barrier from the heat, which dramatically reduces the need for air conditioning indoors. The building simply lifts the ground above, therefore doesn't disrupt the surrounding wildlife passing through. This next house can rotate in every direction, giving the homeowner panoramic views of the surrounding Italian countryside. The house follows the sun's path through the sky and efficiently generates a substantial amount of energy. The house also gets additional energy from a heat pump down below. This is one of the most expensive types of eco-homes, as the mechanical system to spin the home would have cost a lot of money. However, the homeowner is able to recuperate some of that money through the increased energy efficiency of the solar panels.
Oh my god! Wow!
These eco-homes are designed to optimise the amount of interior space, while having a small overall footprint. They are made using sustainable and recycled wood, and come with solar panels and plant walls already installed. They take just one day to construct, and can be placed anywhere as they are delivered like flat pack furniture. Finally, bamboo is said to be one of the world's most sustainable building materials, due to how quick it can grow. By the time that this home was built, all of the bamboo chopped down for the construction had already regrown. We got the chance to see some of these bamboo buildings last year. This means that the material is much more renewable and therefore should be considered in more housing developments. Many of the examples shown in this video work particularly well in certain climates, but wouldn't be practical in other climates. For example, this bamboo home wouldn't work in England. This is why there isn't one single standalone design for an eco-home, as the building must respond to the climate that it is situated in. Eco-homes are becoming increasingly popular as people become more aware of their environmental impact, so it is likely that we'll see much more of these homes in the near future.